It's week 3 of the NFL, and we're watching the Snowhawks, veteran linebacker. He put up numbers last week with a 9-tackle performance. It's the Snowhawks and the Huskies on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us north of the border in the historic French-Canadian city of Montreal, Quebec. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap between the Toronto Huskies taking on the Snowhawks of Montreal. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. He told us he wanted to have a big game running the football. He predicted well north of 100 yards. That's a heck of a start.
And we thought he was just blustering, right? We thought he was just kind of talking and trying to maybe talk himself into it. He knew something, and now that confidence is going sky high.
And they're already in plus territory. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Gosh, he winds up getting 8 there. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
Off the play fake, Waters. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, we kind of thought it was a matter of when, not if, that a team might relocate to a spot outside the United States. Canada seemed like the most logical choice, and now here we are in this great city, a city that's had success in the Canadian League, but now they have an NFL franchise of their very own to celebrate, and man, is it cool to see. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second in a couple. Off play action. Waters. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Snowhawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you can get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Brinson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. When you look at this defense, they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun. Waters working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, problem. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Open man here is Gentry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This is 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Waters got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Waters. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Snowhawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And now an audible here into something else. On 1st and 10, Starr. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now. Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Set.
Up the middle they go. Brinson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on third down. Starr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go with the keeper. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
Here we go. Here we go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Down to about the 22 here. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On the double.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Brinson, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
3rd and 1, who you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Brinson, and he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. That's so frustrating for an offense, especially on the road. You put together a great drive, but in the end, you come away with nothing.
And it kind of silenced the crowd a little, too. But few things wake them up quite like a missed field goal.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Off the play fake. Waters under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
On 4th down, Dom Maggio out to punt.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Ready?
On second down now. Brinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds.
Down left to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Yellow. Strike 2. Ready.
Back to throw. Starr. And that one too wide and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to throw. Starr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Taken in by Pascal out left. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Brinson. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Throwing on first down. Starr is going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
97.
Back to throw. Starr.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with him.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw on 2nd down. Waters. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Ready.
A final shot before break. Starr. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Defense.
So that PI call will give them one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Seal, black.
Starr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Gus Edwards, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Green Bay to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. The Packers playing well early as they get it to 2-1 with the victory. And then lastly, the nation gets a good one on Monday night between the Philadelphia Eagles and what equates to be a very tough opponent. Both teams likely making a few final adjustments, and we're about ready to go in the second half. For the call, let's get you back up to Canada. We rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Looking to throw on second down. Starr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Starr.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Ready?
On 4th down, Starr. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Huskies' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's 17-7. That time a 6-play drive. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now a 2nd and 6.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
3rd and 9 here.
Looking to throw. Waters. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Starr. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Huskies are back within a score.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The Montreal offense ready to take over now. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Throwing on 3rd and long. Waters. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
I'm guessing you wouldn't have minded being a fly on the wall at halftime because they were struggling in that first half. Down double digits. Now they're right back in this thing. So whatever was said apparently worked.
And let's make sure if we're going to be a fly on the wall that we're high up on the wall because I know I always talk about it being clinical at the half, you know, less emotion, more execution. But every now and then, this is an emotional game.
Sure.
Someone's got to come in and stir some things up, and I wouldn't be surprised if maybe a few benches got overturned and the halftime water ended up hitting the floor.
Well, whatever happened, it's working right now.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Brinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Operating from the gun. Starr. He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Montreal offense ready to take over now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And now off to the races down the right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Off play action. Waters. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the midfield stripe.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
They bring their punter out there now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
Come on, set. Shot, 17.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
To throw on 2nd down. Starr. He finds his man, complete. It's Peters. Yeah, now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Here we go.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
10 cycles.
Operating from the gun. Starr. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. 9 yards that time.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Brinson.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Throwing on 3rd and long. Starr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
To throw on third down, Waters. He finds his man, complete. That's Torres. Touchdown! A great effort there. 57 yards.
And the Snowhawks use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
McLaughlin for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here. They are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Adafe Owe in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Looking to throw on second down. Starr. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, Starr. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw again.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And this one will be brought back to...